Hello, welcome back for my first official full-blown fall decorating video of 2025. A couple of weeks ago, I did go shopping with you guys to see what kind of fall decor was available in stores and picked up a few pieces that I shared in a haul. And then I also did start to dabble in some early fall decorating ideas, but today I've decided it's time. We've pulled out the pumpkins, all of the fall florals, and I'm starting off with a bang, completely decorating my entire front porch for fall. And I should probably say that I don't actually have a front porch. I have like a small front step area and a flower bed that I pretend is a porch. One day it is my dream to have a full wraparound porch in a colonial style home, but that's just not my reality now. So I like to make the best of decorating this small space for most seasons and holidays, getting creative and sharing new ideas with you every single year. And this year I've done some things that I've literally never tried before, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out. So I'm excited to share that entire process with you, some small front step, front porch fall decorating ideas, and hopefully you guys enjoy coming along on this journey and I'm able to share some inspiration with you that you can carry over into your own space. But without further ado, let's just get right on into the decorating. Okay, so first I wanted to share with you an overview of what I would consider my front porch area. I've got my front door and this small two-step concrete slab directly in front of it, and then I just kind of combine that with a flower garden that I've cleared out off to the side to create one larger space that I like to pretend is a front porch. Maybe one day I'll have a real one, but for now I just make the best of what I have. And so I love to decorate this space for most seasons and holidays, and there's still a lot of decor left over from my spring and summer decorating. I did a potted flower garden in this front landscaping, and initially I loved the way that that turned out, but the flowers started to die pretty quickly because we never got a true summer here. I feel like it was just an elongated spring with a lot of rain that resulted in quite a bit of sitting water in these planters, and so unfortunately a lot of my flowers did drown. The ones that were salvageable, I repotted last week in a backyard makeover into some raised garden beds, and I'm happy to report that they are thriving back there, but there are some that I just kind of had to cut my losses, remove them from this space, and we're just going to take the opportunity to start with a completely blank canvas and build up some new decor and a new look from there. So once I have everything removed from this space, I'm just going to grab my broom and sweep away any leaves and debris before we get started on incorporating some new decor into this area. Here is that makeshift front porch, very bare, a blank canvas with everything cleared away, and from here I can start to work up a vision. And so I actually felt very inspired this year from a little shopping trip that I took a few weeks ago. I actually already shared that with you, a little fall decor shop with me and haul, and I noticed that my local stores were stocking a lot of faux florals this fall season, so I decided that maybe I would just try them out since I struggle so much to keep real plants alive. I also do have some pieces from years past that I love to just reuse and reimagine in new ways. So here's a little overview of my haul. I've had this pumpkin stack for at least 3 years now, and it's still basically in brand new condition. And then also a set of 2 stacking pumpkins, and I love to just reimagine them in new ways on this front porch area every single year. But then some new pieces were these fall florals this year. So I have some white mums and these gorgeous kind of burgundy purple flowers. They look like hydrangeas to me. And then some orange and burgundy mums here. And a lot of this is currently available online. So anything that is available, I will link down in the description box and in the YouTube shopping tab for you in case you feel inspired and want to try out any of this for yourself. But I like to incorporate those kind of seasonal pieces with my staple porch decor. These are things like planters, lanterns, and my front door mat that I just use all year long. And these help to keep things more budget friendly and affordable, and it just ensures that I have a good base to work off of no matter the season or the holiday that I'm decorating for. And this year I am really wanting to create the illusion of a fuller, lush front porch. And so to do that, I'm utilizing a little bit of symmetry with these planterns to kind of elongate that front step area, and then filling out those planters with these faux florals. And they truly did fill them out. These were so full, so lush, and in my opinion, they look very realistic. You absolutely need to go up to them and touch them to know that they are not real flowers, which is exactly the look that I was going for. And I hope that you're able to see, especially in this viewpoint here, that having them flank either side of the front step does give that illusion that the steps are larger than they are and more full and decorated than if I was trying to either stack them on the steps themselves or have a more minimal look here. This just creates that full, cozy, lush fall ambiance that I feel like we all aspire to. So once I kind of had that base down, then you'll notice that I start bringing in some decor pieces, particularly the pumpkin, since we are decorating for fall. And I'm just going to play around with those and see where they work best within this space without being a nuisance or getting in the way of the function of this area, but instead just accenting what we have here and adding in that cozy seasonal touch that we're going for. You'll notice that as I am decorating, I am moving things around a lot, trying new ideas and just rearranging until I feel like I've gotten it right. And it's more than an intuitive feeling for me or just playing around. I really like to try to create a flow and a balance throughout the entirety of the space. And I do that especially out here in this makeshift front porch where it can feel very disjointed, being just some concrete steps and then a flower bed that I'm repurposing into a front porch area. But I do the same thing when I'm decorating inside as well, whether that's a single room or trying to create some cohesion throughout an entire home. I just want things to feel balanced and keep your eye moving through the entirety of the space, never having a break in that then would confuse the eye or confuse the mind for what you should be looking at one time. And so you'll notice that I go back and forth a lot, trying to make sure that there's balance in the materials, in the color palette, in the decor accents, and just playing around to find what works best in this space. Digging through my decor stash, I rediscovered these rusty fall leaf garlands that I had actually used last year to create some faux fall topiaries, and I didn't want to do that again this year because, again, I wanted a fresh new space, but I ended up finding a new purpose for them to kind of fill in some of the blank areas that were left, particularly on that bench in the flower bed and then also around my front door. It just felt like these spaces were sticking out as being too empty to the point that they felt disjointed and were disallowing the overall color palette and fall vibe from flowing throughout the entirety of what I was doing. And so I just kind of layered in some of those garlands on the bench and then clipped up the rest of them around my front door with some outdoor command hooks. And I did have a good handful of these garlands, mostly because they're very affordable. I want to say they're like $6 or maybe $8 per 5-foot garland. And so I was able to completely fill out the space here. I felt like there was a little something missing, so I grabbed these battery-operated pillar candles to try to fill in these porch lanterns and just create that cozy, warm vibe, and they definitely did the trick. These are intended for indoor use, so they didn't completely fill out the lanterns, but I love the look and the ambiance that it created, so I will be on the hunt for some good outdoor pillar candles that will fill those lanterns adequately. But for now, this is the final look, and I've got to say, I absolutely love it. I love the more traditional color palette that I gravitated towards this year with those rusty oranges, burnt reds, and the little pops of burgundy. I love how lush and full everything feels, and all of this decor just worked so perfectly together. So I just want to remind you that if you see anything that you like in today's video, check out my description box in the YouTube shopping tab, because I will take a lot of care to link absolutely everything that I can find that is currently available online to help you create a full lush fall front porch for yourself. Okay, what do you think? Do you love it? Because I think I love it. I think this is the best fall front porch I've ever put together, definitely that I've ever shared here on my channel, and I just could not be more pleased with how all of these ideas worked out, especially to make my very small front step kind of space feel like a full front porch, like lush, cozy, inviting, welcoming first impression to my home. And I do think a big part of that is those really full, lush, faux fall florals. I'm so glad that I decided to finally try them out. I've been using faux florals inside for years, but bringing them outside, that was the move. It made all of the difference, and the best part about it is I'm going to be able to enjoy this space for the entirety of the season, whereas typically I spend about the same amount of money going to a local nursery and purchasing real fall mums that die within 2 to 3 weeks and don't make it through the whole season. I don't know if it's the weather conditions where I live or I just have the blackest thumb in existence, but I know that I'm going to be able to enjoy this space for the entire season and many seasons and years to come. So I'm really happy about that. I feel very happy with my investment, and if you've been considering or contemplating faux florals in your outdoor space, I'm here to tell you, just try it, because it might work out perfectly for you. At least it did for me. But anyway, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope that you enjoyed decorating this space with me and that I was able to share with you some inspiration or ideas that you might be able to incorporate into your own space. If you did enjoy hanging out with me today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That always helps to support my channel so much. And don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I'd love to have you join my little YouTube family. I do have at least 1 or 2 more full-blown fall decorating videos to share with you. We're bringing out all the pumpkins and cozy candles and knit blankets inside over the next couple of weeks, and then we're gonna get right into some back to school busy mom style of content before we hit the ground running with Halloween and Christmas decorating. So a lot of fun videos to share with you over the coming months, and I don't want you to miss any of them. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks so much for choosing to spend your time hanging out with me today, and I hope that I see you all in the next one. Bye!